Right, very quick explanation today about the Weimar Republic. It's probably the start lesson of your course. It's quite important, it's quite straightforward as well, so it's a nice easy starter. So what you need to realise is that on the 9th of November 1918, the Kaiser of Germany, Kaiser Wilhelm, abdicated, which means he stepped down as the leader of Germany. Obviously, that left a power vacuum, no one governing. And on the 10th of November 1918, a new government, a new republic, was set up, and the new president of that was a man called Ebert, E-B-E-R-T. Very important, actually quite cool, I quite like him. Now, Ebert was the leader of the largest political party in Germany at that time, the SPD, Social Democrat Party. And so he took over, and he was faced with a bunch of problems. Basically, there was huge unrest in Germany, lots of armed resistance, lots of opposition, just the chaos really. And now there was no Kaiser to hold Germany together either, and Germany was losing the war. I think don't forget, the day after the new republic was set up, the first thing it did was sign the armistice, which many people disliked in Germany, felt that Germany was being stabbed in the back by their politicians. So obviously that didn't start the Republic off very positively. Okay, so Ebert has this terrible situation that he's got to sort out, and he does a pretty good job. First thing he does is he makes sure that all the civil servants keeps their jobs. So all the guys that had helped run the country before stayed in place, so there was a bit of stability, first thing. Second thing is that the Council of People's Representatives was created, and I think that was made up of 6 of the Social Democrats. And what they did was they basically were a temporary government, and they had no intention of taking over. They were a temporary government until elections could be held to select a new government which could set up a new system for ruling the country, a new constitution. All right, so 1, civil servants get their job. 2, Council of People's Representatives formed, and then the third thing he did was call for elections and organise elections for a national assembly, like a parliament. Those elections took place, very easy date to remember, the 19th of January 1919. 1919, January. Okay? 82% of those eligible to vote voted, which is massive, huge turnout, and they met in February of 1919, and they met in a town called Weimar, because Berlin was just nuts. It was chaos. There was so much unrest there. It was all going off. So they met in this tiny small town called Weimar, W-E-I-M-A-R, and that's why this system of government is known as the Weimar Republic. The Republic because there was no king, no monarch, no Kaiser. So any country without a king in charge or a queen in charge or a royal family in charge is a republic. Weimar Republic because it met in the town of Weimar. Ebert and his SPD party won 40% of those votes, so he became the new chancellor. All right, very straightforward really. Kaiser steps down, Ebert steps up. Ebert tries to stabilize the country, calls for elections. Elections are held, massive turnout, and then they meet in Weimar where they decide on the constitution, which is the next kind of video, a little bit more complicated. Hope that helps.